Imagine that every social interaction is like running a complex piece of software on a computer. For some people, this software is lightweight. It runs in the background, consuming very little energy. But for you, perhaps, it is a high-definition, processor-intensive program. A program that requires every bit of your available RAM, that makes the fans whir loudly, that leaves the entire system feeling overheated and in desperate need of a full reboot. This is the hidden story of the social hangover. It's the experience of having a genuinely wonderful time with people you love, laughing, connecting, feeling engaged. And the moment you walk through your front door, you collapse. You feel a profound, bone-deep exhaustion, as if you've just run a marathon or survived a battle. For years, we have been given one simple explanation for this. You must be an introvert. And while that may be true, for so many of us, it is an incomplete story. Because what you are experiencing is not just a preference for solitude. It is a profound energetic depletion, born from the immense and completely invisible work your brain is performing every single time you are with other people. Today, we are going to pull back the curtain on this exhaustion. We are going to understand that your social fatigue is not a measure of how much you enjoy people. It is a measure of the secret, high-stakes labor you are performing just to show up. Let's begin by validating the work. For a brain that has been shaped by trauma, by anxiety, or by being neurodivergent, a simple conversation is never just a conversation. It is a multi-layered, high-processing event. The first layer of this invisible labor is the work of hypervigilance. For a nervous system that has learned that the world can be an unsafe place, social interactions are a field of data to be constantly scanned and analyzed. You are not just listening to the words your friend is saying. Your subconscious, your ancient security system, is on high alert. It is reading their micro-expressions. It is monitoring their tone of voice for the slightest shift. It is scanning the room for potential threats. It is asking, at 1,000,000 miles a second, am I safe? Is this person happy with me? Is the mood about to change? You are not just a guest at the party. You are also the head of security, watching every camera feed at once. This is not a choice. It is a deeply ingrained, automatic survival response. And it is incredibly, profoundly exhausting. The second layer of invisible labor is the work of masking. This is especially true for those of us who are neurodivergent, on the autism spectrum, or have ADHD, but it applies to so many others as well. Masking is the conscious or subconscious effort of performing a version of yourself that you believe is more socially acceptable. It is manually calculating when to make eye contact. It is scripting your answers in your head before you speak. It is forcing yourself to smile and laugh at the right moments. It is suppressing your natural impulses, your fidgeting, your true opinions, to fit in. Imagine that everyone else in the room is speaking their native language, and you are fluent, but it is your second language. You can keep up, you can participate, but you are constantly translating in your head. The sheer cognitive load of this real-time translation is immense. You leave the conversation not because you didn't enjoy it, but because your brain is exhausted from the work of being your own interpreter. The third layer of this work is people-pleasing. This is the fawn trauma response in action. You are not just a participant in the conversation. You are the emotional manager of it. You feel responsible for everyone's feelings. You are carefully choosing your words to make sure no one is offended. You are monitoring the group's energy and trying to smooth over any awkward silences or potential conflicts. You are shrinking your own needs and opinions to make sure everyone else feels comfortable and happy. You are not just a friend. You are the host, the diplomat, and the peacekeeper, all at once. This constant emotional caretaking is a massive energy drain. And the fourth layer is the work of being an empath. For those of us who are highly empathetic, we don't just hear about our friend's bad day, we absorb it. We feel their stress in our own shoulders. We carry their sadness in our own chest. We are not just a listening ear, we are an emotional sponge. And we walk away from the conversation carrying not just our own emotional weight, but theirs as well. So when you combine all of this invisible labor, the constant threat scanning of the security guard, the real-time translation of the actor, the emotional management of the diplomat, and the energetic absorption of the sponge, is it any wonder that you are exhausted? This is so much more than introversion. An introvert recharges in solitude. That is a preference. A person with social anxiety fears the judgment of others. That is a fear response. But this deep, social exhaustion is an energetic depletion from the work being performed. You can be an extrovert who loves people and is not anxious at all, and still be completely drained, because your brain is doing this incredible amount of invisible work in the background. So how do we begin to live a sustainable social life without constantly overheating our system? The first and most powerful step is to name the labor. You must acknowledge the work you are doing without judgment. After a social event, instead of thinking, "What's wrong with me? Why am I so tired?" try saying, "Wow, I did a lot of work just now. I was scanning and masking and managing. It makes sense that I am tired." This validation alone can take the shame out of the exhaustion. The second step is to plan for recovery. You would never run a marathon and then feel guilty for needing to rest the next day. Treat social events the same way. If you know you have a big party on Saturday night, intentionally schedule a quiet, do-nothing Sunday. This recovery time is not a luxury. It is a non-negotiable part of your social health plan. The third step is to become a conscious energy manager. Start noticing which social interactions are the most draining software programs. A loud party with new people might be the most processor-intensive program there is. A quiet, one-on-one conversation with a safe, trusted friend might be a very lightweight program. You don't have to stop socializing. You just have to become more mindful of your own battery life and choose your activities accordingly. And finally, you must practice lowering the mask. This is brave and vulnerable work. With the people you trust the most, the people who have earned your trust. Practice letting the mask slip, just a little. Share a real opinion. Stop trying so hard to be the perfect, easygoing friend. Let them see a little bit of your authentic self. With every small act of authentic expression, you reduce the amount of labor you have to do. You teach yourself that you can be loved for who you are, not just for the performance you put on. Your social exhaustion is not a sign that you are antisocial, or broken, or too much. It is a sign of the incredible, invisible work your beautiful brain is doing to navigate the world and to connect with others. It is, in its own strange way, a testament to your depth, your sensitivity, and your profound resilience. If this video was helpful for you, please show your support by clicking the like button. To continue this journey of healing, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. And if you know someone who gets deeply tired after being with people, please share this video. It might be the validation they've been searching for. Thank you for watching. You are worthy of deep, restorative rest.